Okay, my name is Roland Hayford. I'm the president of the 90s Crew, an organization that celebrates arts, culture, and diversity. We want to have a peaceful election because for me, it doesn't really matter to me which candidate you are supporting in the upcoming election. But what matters to me is to make your voice heard. And that doesn't mean saying meme after meme of the same old rhetorical political crap. Voting is the only way to make your voice heard, and it's an integral part of the democratic system. It is also an invaluable right that so many people don't have. You can go to China and ask any of those 1.6 billion people living there who don't have the right to select their politician in their elections. So for me, if you don't take the time to vote, then it means you don't have any right to spout any complaints. I want Ghana to have a peaceful election so that everything will be okay. I don't want anyone to be fighting party A, party B. We are all one people. If party A wins, the winner becomes the president for all. If party B wins, the winner becomes the president for everyone. So I want us to have a peaceful election. Thank you. I want to tell the youth that they should focus on their studies. That is the only thing that will empower you. Just make sure you make good company and then listen to the advices from our elders. So I want to advise the youth that they should make good choices. They shouldn't be influenced by money, because if you feel in your heart that I have to vote for party A or party B, it means you've sat down and analyzed so many things. That is why you are coming out with your decision. So in as much as you have been given money, that shouldn't affect your decision.
90s Crew is just young boys and young girls from the same community that we are organizing the community festival, and we are from a community of Kolegona, and this to project Kolegona to the world. But there's been a lot of challenges organizing this as a first timer and a maiden program, especially proposals and effort to seek for sponsorship to help us boost to do this our festival, to promote culture and traditions in the neighborhood, and most especially to commemorate the homowo festival. It's been a very long time, our neighborhood has been in dormancy, and we would like to put the neighborhood into the world, not just to the world that we are from Kolegona or this is Kolegona, but we are doing this to project the values and cultures of Kolegona. As Kolegona also sits as a main town in the greater Accra community, we have the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, the lagoon, we have the beaches, and it's a tourist site that we need to bring more tourists to promote the Visit Ghana agenda by the Ghana Tourism Organization. So we wrote and we seek for sponsorship, but we never got such sponsorship. So this whole program has been organized by a couple of groups, a couple of guarantors from the same organization, and it's been a very challenge, and sometimes we should be in debt. Just as I'm saying, as the program is going on, there are debts that we need to even pay after the program, but we hope to get done with it, or we get a sponsor who is even looking at us and following our page and might have the interest to follow us, so that this will come on again next year and the subsequent years to come, so that it will be better than this. Then we can project our culture and our tradition to match the values and core values of the Center for National Culture and the Ghana Tourism Association.
I'm part of the Right Star team, and we're here as an like, you know, it's homowo too, right? So Right Star came in with the 90s Crew to help them, assist them with the transportation service here in Kolegona as we speak. We want to see the youth, right, getting involved with a driving skill with their license. You know, you can't just drive without a license, you understand? So you have to try as much as possible. You get a license, you have to just download our app. That's the Right Star Pro, for only for drivers, you understand? And then what we want to achieve too as well is we want bring people in our app to make sure that our apps move very smoothly too as well. Okay, with the Right Star app, drivers are supposed to download Right Star Pro, and then riders are supposed to download Right Star. And there's one exclusive thing about our app. You have the chance to bargain with all your drivers in any trip that you make across Accra, Ghana.
Okay, viewers, welcome to the Kolegona Street Festival. My name is Michael Guarenia Shifia Champo, and I'm the head of operations for the 90s Crew and the organizers of this massive Kolegona Street Festival. The purpose for we organizing this street festival is, you see, mainly festivals that are being organized, you see that the festival is only goes with drinking and then dancing and then all that. But then we took upon ourselves that this time around we are trying to infuse the tradition and the culture of our Ghana people. So this maiden edition, as you can see, we had a chief of Kolegona coming through. We had a Center for National Culture coming through. We had a whole lot of dignitaries coming through. So we made sure we infused the Ghana culture into it. So that is the main purpose of organizing this festival, for our youth, the young ones, to get to know our culture, so that they don't deviate from our past culture. Because lately it's more of like the kind of vibe that we have is only about the Western. So if this interview had come earlier, you would see me in our traditional paraphernalia and then me exhibiting our culture. So this is the main reason why we organize the Kolegona Street Festival. This evening you can see there's a whole lot of fun going on. Table tennis on the background. As you can see, we have one of our partners, that is ANA Afri Youth, organizing their set games, which is the olden time games that we're organized in the future, like Alikoto, Pitinge, Owari, Ludo, and all of that. So that we have a special place for that. So on my left hand side, that is what is going on over there. And then far to the like when you're going top to the hill, we have our main stage over there, and that is where the main show is, and it's going on massively over there. You can expect Jupiter the General coming through. You can expect Chameleon coming through, Tiny coming through, Luther coming through, One Row, Gucci Wale. We have Level Brooks and all of that. So we have a big package for the Kolegona people of Kolegona. So it's a massive show, I tell you. The message is basically culture. When we say Africa, it means culture and tradition. When we say our culture and tradition, it means our food, our way of dressing, our way of speaking. That tells us where we came from. And then when we say, okay, this the culture of Kolegona, the people of Kolegona are dressing, as I mentioned earlier. When they come on board. Kolegona is mainly a fishing community. So far from where I'm standing, we have the beach where the fishermen go in and then bring the fish that we enjoy today. So kudos to the fishermen, all the fishermen in and out of Kolegona. So I bet you this festival is a big one for the diasporans. I think earlier in March we had our lunch, and then we have dignitaries from the American embassy, the British embassy coming through, the whites, and then when they came, they fell in love with what we did. They were like, okay, this is the first time they are experiencing the real Ghana. Because mainly they are inside the American embassy, busy working and all of that. So this is the first time they experienced the real Ghana, the Ghanaian culture. So they promised, and then they came through. They saw a whole lot of stuff that went through, and then like they were quite impressed with the Ghana culture. So we are not mainly going to go with the Ghana culture, but we want to put it in a diversity way that will go across board. Then we have the people from the Volta region, their culture. We have the Ashanti culture. We have the people from the central region, from Takrady up all to the north, the culture. And then so we want to do something massive for Kolegona and then the whole of Ghana. So if you're watching me far and near from the diaspora, the Western culture, America, UK, wherever, Italy, Germany, this is the Kolegona Street Festival. It happens each and every August. That is where the Ghans celebrate their homowo festival. So it happens each and every time the Ghans are celebrating their homowo festival. So I call upon you, or you watching me right now, that this is the Kolegona Street Festival. Make sure you represent the next time it happens. How this kind of stuff goes. When we started, we actually did it ourselves. You know, most sponsors, they want to see that, okay, you are doing it before they come through. So I call on board all corporate bodies to help us, because this initiative is not just anything that we're doing just for ourselves, but for the community. As you can see, earlier in the morning, we had talk shows, health talks that educated the general public on how to keep yourself, how to abstain from any teenage pregnancy and all of that. So we did all of that to help the community. So I call on all corporate bodies to come on board, support the Kolegona Street Festival organizers, and then let's make it big, because we are not doing it just for ourselves, but mainly we're doing it for the community. So I bet on all of the, because we have our partners, Right Star GH, that has done massively for this festival. They came on board, like it's a hand-in-hand project. They gave like free transport to us wherever we go to. They supported us in so many ways. So big shout outs to Bright Star Ghana. And then we have A&A Oklahoma group that came on board with the Kolomasi stuff. We have Center for National Culture coming through, helping us with how we go out to with our culture and all of that. And then Ghana Tourism, they endorsed our project, which made it a very, very important one in Ghana. Because if you're doing a festival and you don't have a Ghana Tourism Authority endorsing it, then the program you are doing, I think, is not really a better program. So kudos to all of those who supported the Kolegona Street Festival. And we are
my name is MCJ Time to the fullest, right over on good over evil. I want to talk about art in Africa and promoting the youth. When you see whatever is going on right now in Africa, it's all about art. Whether you are eating, even when you look at me, it's all about art. That is it. So what we are trying to say is that let's support every youth who has a talent about art. Whether the person is even drawing or the person is even doing entertainment, whether it means sports or everything, that is art. Art is everywhere. So with all due respect, that's one love. The Kolegona Arts Festival, this is what we stand for. My name is MCJ Time to the fullest. Boom! Yeah, so this one is going out to every parent, as a mother, a father, auntie or uncle or a cousin. The only thing is you need to understand. When you understand whatever is going on with your family or your youth, anybody at all in your family, when you see whatever is going on, you should just understand that is art, and that's why we are supposed to allow it. In a Western culture, it is allowed over there, but in Africa, it's very hard. Because your mom and dad will even tell you, hey, my friend, what are you doing? But we should learn, mommy and daddy, we should learn and allow the youth. Just allow and understand them and support. That's all we need. It's the same thing, yeah? One love.